Welcome to the class of Business Studies, class 12. In class 12 Business Studies, we are going to study about the concept management. There are two textbooks for class 12 Business Studies, part 1 and part 2. In part 1 textbook, we are going to study the concept of management, and all the chapters in part 1 textbook is related chapters. They are interrelated with the management concept. In part 2 textbooks, there are different dimensions of management. Actually, management is required in financial field. So financial management chapter we are studying. Management is required in marketing field. So marketing management we are studying. So these are the two related part 2 concept of business studies chapters. Okay, we heard about lot about management. Whether it is a small organization, whether it is a large organization, irrespective of the size of the organization, every organization requires management, right? Management, when two or more people are working together towards a common goal to achieve a common objective, there we need management. In our not only in the organization, think about our home or think about our house, where so many people are living or a family is living. They are using so many resources, they are doing so many things, they are going to survive every day. So for that, some management is required. The financial things or financial resources to be managed, household things or resources to be managed, how wisely you are using vegetables you are purchasing for a week, and you are preparing a menu for every day, how to use that vegetables properly without any waste. Okay, you are keeping something on refrigerators, you are preserving certain items, you are making it hot again, and you are using. So some sort of management. Our kitchen, our mother, those who are in the kitchen, they are the good managers at our home itself. They are managing so many things, right? They are the things what we are groceries we are buying for a house, and we are managing it for 1 month, 1 week, etc. And how smoothly they are functioning, how smoothly they are managing all these things. So this is required at a home, and the same thing is required irrespective of the size of the organization. Nowadays, you can see majority of the best MNCs, multinational companies, have their best in their resources, have their best in their as a technology. They have best technology with them, they have best human resources with them, they have best plant and machinery with them. Still, some of the organizations are not able to achieve the highest objective or maximum profit. They all are not the market leaders. They all are not equally getting sales from the market. Why? Because somewhere they are failing to integrate the effort of all these people, or effort of or they are failing to make the best use of what they have. Think about the student. Your parents are buying best resources for you. Parents are ready to buy the best books for you, best guides for you, best schools for they are selecting best schools for you. But still, everybody is not scoring. Everybody is not attaining high marks in all the subjects. Why? Because you have the best with you, still you are not achieving. Maybe sometimes you are failing somewhere to coordinate all these efforts, or coordinate all these resources with you. You are not managing your time maybe properly, or you may not be making best use of the resources with you. So not only the thing what we have, how to use it, that also you should know. So that actually we are in the management we are studying. So in first chapter of class 12 business studies is talking about nature and significance of management. So I am going to show some PPTs, and simultaneously I will explain the concepts with you. Remember students, once again, this is Sushant, and I am teaching for class 11 and 12 for last 14 years. So I have a little experience with the class CBSE curriculum and CBSE pattern. So what I am saying from my experience, from 2012 onwards, business studies up to 2012 there was direct questions for business studies from class 11 and 12. But after 2012-13, we changed the pattern of business studies paper. In 2012-13 onwards, business studies papers of class 12 contain so many case studies. Case studies means they will give you a case, and you have to find out, you have to relate that concept, or you have to relate that case with the concept discussed in the textbook. maybe some concept related to the staffing, some concept related to the management, whatever. So when you are reading, when you are getting a story or a case, you have to read it and you have to recollect it, or you have to connect it with the concept what you studied in this chapter, different chapters. So what I mean, when you are understanding certain concept, it should be very thorough, it should be very clear to you. Otherwise, you will not be able to solve the case study problems. And 80%, more than 80% of the question from class 12 business studies will be based on case studies. So very careful while discussing the concepts. Okay, so students, we can start. First chapter, introduction to management. What makes the organization successful? I told you all the best organizations, they have best in the world, best resources with them, best plant and machinery with them. This is my third slide, shows what actually makes an organization successful. Is it their plant and machinery? Is it their land and building? Is it their best technology with them? Is there marketing strategy of that organization? Is that financial strength, financial capacity of the organization? What makes the organization successful? My answer is all of them. A good combination of all of them definitely bring that organization into a success. But the main two important thing which actually leads every organization to the top is employees of the organization, management of the company. If you have best with them, but if you have very bad human resources with you, then you are not going to achieve the goal. But at the same time, if you have the best with them, best human resources plus best management. Best management in the sense, not only they are always guiding the employees and all. No, they have a vision. They should have a vision. Okay, this is my business, how it is going to change in the coming years, and how to adopt the changes accordingly. Okay, when 2008 recession was happened in the economy, majority of the organization, whether it working in the financial services, they failed miserably because they were not able to cope up with the recession time. They were not able to generate revenue for their survival and all. But what happened? Very efficient managers, efficient management, they cut the cost very efficiently, effectively, and they survived the 2008 recession, and they become the number one, number two financial service company after that. There are best examples. Geojit from Kerala based company, Geojit Financial Services, the best example. They actually survived that recession. Majority of the financial service companies, broking firms, stock broking firms closed during that time. But this company survived because of their effective cost cutting strategy, effective management strategy. They performed during the recession time. So what I am saying is, management of the company is playing a key role for the success of the organization. If your managers are not visionary people, they are not thinking about the future, how their business is going to change, how the business should be molded for the future, etc., then that business is not going to get a success in the organization, or they are not going to be a success in the future. So employees of the organization, management of the company are the two deciding factors for the future of the company. So next slide, I am talking about people perform a lot of activities, right? They are performing financial activities. Think about an organization. There may be a manufacturing organization, maybe a trading organization, whatever it is. You studied different types of organizations in class 11. Majority of the organization, maybe sometimes they will be producing, they are converting some raw materials into finished goods. Some organization, they are already buying, purchase or finished goods from some or a producer, and they are selling it to the customers. So in that case, it's a trading concern. In other case, it is a manufacturing concern. So whatever is the type of organization, you have finance department with you, you have production departments you have marketing departments with you, you have personal department with you, different function. If it is a small organization, 1 or 2 persons may be taking all these activities. If it is a big organization, definitely different people are performing all these activities. So people are doing different activities in your organization. So many people are working in personal department, so many people are working in marketing department, they are looking after the marketing activities. So many people are working in production department, they are taking care of all the production activities, purchasing of materials, etc. So many people are in marketing department, so many are engaging in production, they are converting raw materials into production, finished goods, etc. So altogether, when you are taking an organization, there are so many people working in different departments, different areas, and what they are doing their activity, right? But all these activities, if you are not integrating and if you are not channelizing these activities towards the objectives of the organization, objective may be maximum earning profit, maybe increasing sales, maybe increasing market share, maybe increasing customer base, whatever may be. If you are not channelizing all these efforts towards the attainment of organization objectives, then you will be a big zero. You will be failing miserably in the organization, or you will be miserably failing in the attainment of objectives. So what is management? If you are asking me, I will say management integrate the effort of these individuals. These individuals means the people, those who are working in the organization, towards to achieve a common goal. That is called management. So management you cannot see anywhere. You cannot say point towards a person, he is the manager, he is the management. No, management is actually as an intangible force which is in the organization, which actually helps the organization to achieve the organizational goals. So this is what I want to convey in the first chapter, first class of this chapter. Management integrate the effort of these individuals to achieve a common goal. Why? What is their goal? Their goal may be market leadership. Market leadership means, just take the example of information technology. In India, information technology companies best leader is TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. How they are maintaining this leadership in the market? They are having best resources with them. They are having the best technology with them, right? They are making use of this best one with the proper management. Tata is a credible, very popular for their management style. They are maintaining. It's very difficult to become a leader, but to maintain that leadership is very important, right? So a good management is required to maintain that leadership. Earlier Infosys was the leader. Now it came to TCS. Before that Wipro was there in the market. So many IT players, but TCS is the number one for so many years plus. Since 2016-17, they are the leaders in the market for the IT industry. So how they are maintaining? Because of their management power, their management skill. The leaders, the leaders, those who are leading that company, they are doing very best. Another opportunity may be increasing profit. Of course, every organization is working for profit, right? Last year I studied why business is constituting. Business main objective of business is economic, that is to earn profit. Okay, or maybe sometimes introduction. A good management will help definitely to introduce new products and maximize sales. Through that maximize sales, you can increase the customer base. So whatever is your objective, a good management will help you to achieve all. So I am concluding this lesson, I am including this period by saying that management is the process of getting things done with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. Okay, management is the process of getting things done with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. So I'm concluding, students, just an introduction class. This is also considered as a test class. If you like this class, please comment, please share your views, and we will continue the classes with your suggestions and all. Thank you, and have a nice day.